dudes don't want to waste them. They want to win football games. They want to win championships and rings and things and stuff.
Yeah. All right. We got to talk about the Bills. It's time. We both already panicked last week of the Bills.
Yeah.
We were already panicked at 5-4. Now at 5-5, and the games that we considered we both agreed that it wasn't a give me, but they should have won this game last night against Denver.
Right.
They lost the game now. On top of that, now
it's
panic meter now.
Yeah, sure. I mean, you're at least an 8, right? And that's without me. I mean, I didn't watch a large portion of the game because I sure didn't expect this. And from what I saw from you and the Nice brothers, among other people, also the chat, the group message with the Black and Gold Banneret crew, bing, like I may have seen an interesting outcome, but I don't know that I would have necessarily seen a great game. And listen, I'm sorry, I was tired from the third straight event I was covering, when I had covered UCF women's basketball for the Black and Gold Banneret last night. Bing!
It's back.
So, yeah, man, listen, it's fun. It's fun to watch a team completely change their identity and then average, let me math real quick, average, what is it, like 98 points a game, 96?
Wow.
And 101 in women's basketball. That's a ton.
That's insane. Well, first of all, in college basketball in general, it's a lot. And
you're right.
Basketball, it's extra.
No, granted, they're not playing, the Big 12 schedule yet, obviously. But
I am surprised though. You're only going 8 in the Bills. Why not higher? Given the schedule, given the
10, and if they win a couple of these games, they're alleged not supposed to. Winning solves everything.
Well, here's a problem. Okay, so here's the issue.
That's what you got to remember, buddy.
So for the audience, the reason why I'm surprised by that is this: we said coming into the year, the schedule was the issue for the Bills. We were saying last week, going to the second half of the year, because of where they're at now, the schedule is the issue for the Bills. And then the game they should have won. They should have won last night to at least bake in some wins. They lost already. So now for the audience here, I give you the remaining schedule of the Buffalo Bills going forward. Next week, home against the Jets.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they should win the game, but they also should have won against Denver last night. So I can no longer just give them that game anymore. Then you get back-to-back weeks against both Super Bowl participants of last year at Philly, at Kansas City.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Then the Cowboys at home. Then the Chargers, who are always frisky as hell.
No.
On the road.
Stop. No. Not anymore, they ain't.
Well,
they ain't been frisky late.
Here's the look. We agreed that Steele's a bad coach. They ain't getting blown out though. They lose more one-score games than any team in franchise history.
They ain't been frisky lately.
Well, they lose one-score games though. They're not gonna play dead. Let's put it that way.
Okay, now that's a better answer.
Right. The Pats, week 17. That's got to be a gimme at this point. I would hope at home, and then to Miami. So again,
why is Miami intimidating?
It's again.
What did they do last time they met?
True. No, we can use that.
So and listen, I'm not saying that means that it's a gimme win either. But all they have to do, EJ Christian, is what their record. Their record's 4-5.
No, it's 5-5.
5-5. Excuse me.
It's okay.
So of those games, because mathing, right? I mean, such as that is, right? So you're mad at, I'm not mad. You're questioning me putting a panic meter of 8. Like it.
No, I'm not questioning. I'm surprised. That's
how
I'm surprised it's that low. I go 10.
It's again. There's still so much. There's so much time left in the season. Okay, that's the difference between you and I. The season is literally one game past half. We are still in November. There is still an opportunity to change all that. We have seen that. Hell, one at this time last year, these questions were being asked of the Bills in their situation. And this point last year, and I'd have to look it up. Maybe actually it's a little earlier, but like 6 to 8 games in, weren't they the 4th placed team in the AFC East, a division which they ended up winning? There's just still too much. You want to meet me at 9 or 8.5 or 9? Cool. I can't go full 10 yet. Listen, and by the way, I know they lost to the Jets the first week. There's been tape. The Jets haven't done as well lately. And I get that the Eagles and Chiefs back to back on the schedule, but 2 out of 3 weeks because there's a bye in between. Like, I get that that's a rough go, but all they got to do is win 2 in a row, and suddenly there's a lot less to be scared of. And yeah, I know that assumes they're going to win in the link against Philadelphia, but if there's a team that trifles around like Buffalo in the NFC, would you not say it's the Eagles, Ernest Christian?
You have a point there. You have a point
okay,
there.
So
you sold it well. I will say you did sell it well. I'm just saying that
if it's time
the remaining games,
if you like more panic, cool. I get it.
I'll say as much. Of the remaining 7 games they have going, they're probably gonna be favored in about 3 of them. So
I'll allow it.
And then the magic number,
that depends on what the Cowboys are, doing this week and whether the press thinks Dak's a bad quarterback this minute or not.
Right.
I mean,
right. And then you got to figure out also too the next question here too. Also, regarding the playoff picture now. So, and again, we have to remind you, because I know you hate this so much, and you and I are kind of the same boat. Although I'm less hateful about it as you are. The 7 seed now. What's the magic number in your opinion for the AFC 7 seed to the last spot? Is it that's 10 wins and 9 wins?
I mean, 10 wins a lot, right? Typically speaking, historically speaking, there's probably an amazing stat out there about the number of 10-win teams that miss the playoffs. It doesn't happen so much.
Would you agree though? Would you agree though that with the number of teams now in the mix? Because I hate to say this now, right now the 7th seed now currently, I may get to them in a second because we'll have a long discussion about this one. The Texans are the 7th seed right now currently. The playoff start today. But right between them and 5-4 Texans, 5-5 Bills, 5-5 Colts, 4-5 5-5 Raiders, 4-5. There's a cluster of teams there. So wouldn't that logically bring the magic number down a little bit or rise it up a little bit higher?
No, it would bring it up because the line of demarcation's higher, right?
Right. So
let's say the Jags, for example, win 10 games, as I predict. But
they get
what's that?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Texans.
Let's say the Jags win 10 games, as I predicted, late September or late August, rather. And the Texans blow my 7-win optimism out of the water and get 10 wins themselves, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's say that happens, okay? That then puts us in a position to a Miami team that some people have at 10 wins, which I don't believe I did as I pull it up here. No, I did not. I had them at 9. Hey, listen, but all they did was replace the Jets, who I put at 10 wins. Okay. By the way, had the Dolphins winning 9, so maybe I'm off by a game and they get 10. Okay, so there's 4 teams, not just spots, Ernest Christian, teams right there with 10 wins, right? And let's say the Chargers somehow squeak out 10 wins. They might. I doubt it at this point, but they might. The Chiefs are going to have 10. Right there, I'm at 6. And that's just in 3 divisions? I haven't even touched the North, who's going to give you at least 2-win teams. You have more 10-win teams at that rate than you have spots.
Yeah, it's a good point. It's a great point. And with the Buffalo schedule, couple of that, it makes it tough.
Yeah,
because
that's never been the debate. I think we said that from moment one. I think 5-5. I think I said something along. If they pull off 6-4, they're going to be a playoff team. They've not done that.
Yeah.
So,
and now you got teams in the mix that they'll be in the mix, and teams that are over. It's been a really, really
let's just say there's
strange season
time for the Jets to be the disappointment that some of us thought they'd be with Aaron. Let's see what happens.
But that being said,